Hello, Marble Sports fans, and welcome for the first installment of Plays of the Week. Before we get started, I just want to remind you to click the link in the description to join the Fubeca Discord. Lots of exciting inner circle marble talk going on in there, and chances to interact with Marble Fubeca himself and help out the channel. For the Plays of the Week, first off, Pink Pearl and her 28.17 second time here in the qualifiers. Allotted her a second place seating for the first race. A replay of it here. Look at her going through the track so smoothly. Even taking that final curve, which many marbles got caught up on, very smoothly, kept her composure throughout the race. And it's not always about pushing it 100% throughout the race, but just keeping the composure is so key. She did a great job of that. Pink Pearl with that play. Now here is another play, but this one comes from the actual circuit race. Fast Q Pins had started off in the front, but look at right here, all the way to 12th place, all the way back. Had the lead, look at the replay here, had the lead, ran into that middle girder, a little bit of pressure from Pink Pearl behind, giving good pressure she did, and he just lost it. Lost the full lead all the way back to last place. One last look at it here, I think. Unfortunate. Another play here. Look at that. Oh, one of the marbles fell off. That happened 4 times now throughout the course of this marble circuit. Definitely a difficult scenario. Added challenge to the race. I don't know if the officials will change the makeup of the track in the future, but definitely one to look out for. Another highlight here, Fast Q Pins and his best time in the qualifiers. Obviously, he did not do very well in the final real race, but he did very well in his one lap here in the qualifiers, taking actually the top time of 28.1 seconds. You can see him taking these curves so quickly. A little bit risky, but sometimes the risk paid off. They are here. Very smooth through that one turn. Did not even have any problem with the girder, unlike the first lap of the real race. And look at how he keeps his head down and keeps rolling through this final section of the course to just beat out Pink Pearl and take the fastest time overall. Very, very impressive. One of the better laps we saw in the qualifiers. We'll have to see if Fast Q Pins makes a return in the next week's Marble Circuit race. This final highlight has to do with the final lap of the Marble Circuit. We are on lap 10 of 10. Pink Pearl in front by multiple seconds. You will see here in a moment in front by 4 seconds. You also see in the corner there 4 marbles had dropped out already. See, about 4 seconds in front of the second place player, Pink Pearl. She was so out in front at about lap 5. There was not even a chance from these other marbles. Making her way to the top here, crossing, I think, 5 full seconds ahead of second place, taking the win easily, and having the fastest lap, 28.056 in the whole competition, which allotted her 1 extra point in the standings. Definitely a big win for her here in the first Marble Circuit race. Look at how she comes through these curves, so smooth in the replay. You know, not letting the girder in the middle trip her up. Very impressive performance. Pink Pearl Night River, he got second. He came from all the way in 8th place starting at the beginning, you can see, to end up in second. About 5 seconds behind Pink Pearl. Sparky lost out there, also from second place to third, also about 5 seconds behind. And then the other one's not even close. Mamonas made a decent shift from about 11th place to 7th. Big Dog as well. Loose Wheel, Sea Turtles, definitely need a little bit of work there. They dropped a couple places, but at least they all got points to the marbles who DNF'd. Hope you do better next time. Now we move to the Bahrain Circuit highlights. We will start with the qualifications of the Bahrain Circuit. First off, we have Mamonas, who had the 3rd best time in the qualifications, our first highlight here. taking these curves with ease. Mamonas had a great event 2, race 2, you could say, coming off a not so great 11th place from race 1. I believe she was one of the DNFs of that race. 11th place as far as times go from the qualifiers. 0 points, I believe, from the first race, so not a great showing, but came back in a fury in event 2. You can see here the time was 27, and in that case she had taken first place in the qualification times at the moment. Our Frog then proceeded to place above her. We will see his time in a moment. And now Black Pirate, our second best time from the qualifiers, making his move. Black Pirate certainly showed his skill in event 2. In race 2, did not hold the lead, actually dropped back quite a bit in the placements by the end of the race, but did hold it for quite a while. I know that he is a strong competitor and probably will be one to look out for in the future events. He was able to outmatch Mamonas here in the qualifying times, taking the second best time. But then we had our best time of the qualifiers, Our Frog, who took this track with no fear, being the only marble to break the 27-second mark, under 27, about 26.5 here, you can see here, way above Mamonas. A great job there. Our best of the qualifiers, all three of these marbles actually performing very well in the race itself. Our Frog, Black Pirate, and Mamonas all at the top of the race, the top of the leaderboard throughout most of the race. You see, because of that, how important a good qualifying time is. Didn't see much from some of these marbles at the bottom of the qualifying situation, except for Sea Turtle, who made a great comeback from all the way from C8 place here from the starting gate. Had one of the best Marble Circuit comebacks I've seen so far. Here we are, a couple highlights from the Marble Circuit event race itself here. You see that starting release of these marbles. Arrow Frog having that lead in front of Black Pirate right from the beginning, but Black Pirate quickly overtaking. Black Pirate will have that lead through the next 3-4 laps of this race, but soon he will lose out to Mamonas, actually quite quickly here in this particular replay, losing out already actually after lap 2, with Mamonas becoming the leader. Mamonas will continue to lead for most of the next 10 laps, a couple of back and forth placements, but she will maintain the net lead. Moving on here to the next highlights. You can see Mamonas is still in the lead at this point, but a little bit of a hiccup for her here, as you see Black Pirate overtake her. This is one of the hiccups she faced during the race, but she will continue to maintain the lead for most of the laps, overtaking Black Pirate around lap 6 and reinstating her lead, having the lead again for another good 5 laps, 6 laps even, all the way up until lap 14. Here's a replay of a couple of stratification situation here in the marbles behind Mamonas. You see coming through here as Mamonas in second place overtakes Black Pirate, reinstating her lead. Black Pirate dropping back all the way behind Peppers and Arrow Frog. A lot of work to do. This is where he starts to lose his grab on this race, and this is where we start to see Sea Turtle enter the picture, now in 5th place, moving up from 8th place. This is where the standings start to change. Pepper and Arrow Frog will continue to battle at the top for a few more laps, but Sea Turtle is certainly going to be challenging them slow and steady throughout the process. Mamonas here at lap 9 is still in the lead. Arrow Frog and Peppers and Sea Turtles are all still battling up there. Black Pirate has not yet made his fall to the bottom. We see most of the similar competitors, just a little bit different of an order. Mamonas will maintain this lead for the next 6 laps, lap 10 here, so the next 5 laps all the way through 14, and when we'll see something quite interesting happen. Mamonas, final lap, in the lead. Peppers just behind, doesn't want to give up here, looking for the win. Trying to make some moves. Mamonas continues to block every single move Peppers has made. Everyone has been some sort of strategic block from Mamonas. Right here, look at that. And Peppers is going to get ahead. He's going to get ahead at the final part of the lap. He has the final part. And Sea Turtles are going to get ahead of him as well. Around the final curve, they're neck and neck across the line, and Sea Turtles will take the lead. The fan favorite from 3rd place, back from 8th at the beginning of the race, will take the win in this race. Peppers drops back to 2nd at the final 10th of a second. Mamonas, who had the lead most of the competition, will lose out. Wow. One of the most exciting last laps I've ever seen. Definitely an unexpected occurrence there. See the final replay here. Sea Turtle sneaks in front of Pepper. In waiting for most of the race for that final moment to take the lead. Ooh, look at how close that was back between Fast Q Pins. And I believe that's Black Pirate as well. Yep, that is Black Pirate. But it was Sparky, actually. Sparky and Black Pirate almost tied each other by 2/1000th of a second there. Black Pirate had the win. Sea Turtles takes the win in this race. You can see the final standings once more. Sea Turtles 38 points, Pink Pearl 27, Mamonas 21. We expect to see more from Black Pirate in the upcoming races. We expect to see more from Arrow Frog. I would expect to see a little bit more from Night Rivers and Peppers as well. Mamonas is certainly not out of it either. Pink Pearl, it's sudden victory in the first race, and then the lack of appearance in the second one. But we will see how these marbles shake out in the future. That is all for this installment of the highlights of the week. We will see you next week after race 3.